that is my dad's special grilled cheese. It's basically you put tenderloin and garlic and caramelized onions with Gouda and cheddar. It's amazing. But we're not just making the sandwich. We're also making fries and tomato soup with it. We're not getting store-bought tomato soup. We're making our own tomato soup and our own fries. So, without further ado, watch the video, support a small channel, let's get in to the video. The thing we're gonna make is the tomato soup, and the first step for that is roasting the tomatoes. But before that, you just gotta cut the tomatoes in half. Now that we've cut up all of our tomatoes, we're gonna put it in the oven at 375 for about 15 minutes. That's in the oven. We're gonna cut up garlic and onions. So right now we just put some olive oil in a pot at about medium heat. And now we're just gonna put the onions and garlic and saute it. Right here we have about a handful of basil, and now we're going to chop it. Now that the tomatoes are out of the oven, we're going to put it in the food processor. Now we're going to put in all of the basil. We just put the top on, and now we're going to mix that. And the pot's on low. We just chopped up our tomatoes and basil, and we just put it on the pot. Then we're gonna pour in about 4 cups of vegetable broth. We just put some salt and pepper in the pot. And now we're gonna let that cook for about 30 minutes. I messed up the rhythm. That's cooking. We're gonna start working on our French fries. Now we're gonna peel the potatoes. Now that we're done peeling the potatoes, we put them in a bowl of water. And now we're gonna cut them in the shape of fries. Now for the cheeses of the grilled cheese, we've got Gouda and cheddar. For the cheddars, there's flavor, and for the Gouda is the cheese pull. So now we're just gonna grate it. And I'll see you once we're done grating it. The crust. Let's see how you taste.
I walk a lonely road.
Now we're gonna make the tenderloin. Now the first step to making any sort of steak is the seasoning. And if you go back to my making 3 different types of steaks video, you're gonna see how to properly season a steak. Link in the description. So we just got a pan out and we put it at medium heat, and we just put some olive oil in it. And we're also going to put some onions on the side so we can caramelize it, and we're not butter basting with it. Back to the French fries. Now we just got it out of the drainer, and now we're just going to pat it down and dry it. Now that we patted down the fries, we just put some olive oil in this bowl, and now we're just gonna sweep it around to make it all filled with olive oil to season the fries. Now we're gonna put the potato fries in the bowl. And now, with your hands, you're just gonna mix all of the potatoes into the olive oil. And now you're gonna put in pepper and garlic and salt into this bowl. And now we're going to mix that all around. So right here we got the steak. And now it's time, now that the caramelized onions are done, to put it in there. And that flavor from the caramelized onions is going to go great with the steak. And we're probably going to cook that about 7 minutes at each side at medium heat. Now we're going to put our French fries on this parchment paper. We just put the French fries in the oven at 400 degrees for about 15 minutes. but I'll tell you, it makes sense. So normally in a grilled cheese, you would want to see sourdough. But this is much better bread, and it will make the grilled cheese much better. So now we're just gonna cut it like this. And if you're wondering what kind of bread this is called a rustic Italian bread. Now we're gonna melt this tablespoon of butter in the frying pan. Like that much. Maybe a refrigerator door will be fine. Whoa! Now to assemble this sandwich, we're gonna start by taking some of the grated cheese and just putting it on the bottom of one slice. Now the next step is to take these caramelized onions, and we're just gonna also evenly distribute it on top. Now right here, we got some parts of a steak, and look at that. That's perfect. And we're just gonna position it kind of like that. Next, we're just gonna take some more of the caramelized onions, and we're just gonna also evenly distribute it on top. And now, we're just gonna put some more cheese on top of it. And now, we're just gonna put the final piece of bread. And oh my God, that looks amazing. Now right here, we have the fully constructed grilled cheese. And we're gonna put it on about 4 minutes on each side. Okay, so we just got the thing off the stove. Oh, this is gonna look amazing. Look at what this is. Now that the heat is off of the soup, we're gonna add in a little bit of heavy whipping cream. Yo, this is really coming together, bro. Okay, it's time for the taste test. Let's start with the French fries. Really good. Now let's try the soup. Really good. And now let's try the grilled cheese. Ooh, this is gonna be the good part. That's really good. I mean, that is just amazing.